is going to be a fairly short video where I want to talk about the LFOs. So when you want to use an LFO on a patch to like create a vibrato, like on here, you basically go on the patch block in the algorithm, select your LFO as the source, and like here we have the modulation wheel to define the depth of the LFO, and that's all fairly straightforward. However, if you have multiple layers on your patch, then does it mean that you need to define the LFO per layer? So in some instances that would be desirable. So what it means is that you have 2 LFOs times 3 layers. So you could have potentially up to 6 LFOs running on a single program, which is great. And it gives a lot of flexibility. However, there are instances like here, if you want to apply the same level of vibrato across the different layers, where you want to configure your LFO once and apply it across the various layers. So fortunately, you can do that by going to the Commons page. So you need to scroll and select Common like we see here. And if you go right when it says Globals, you can switch it to on. And what it does is that it turns LFO2 as well as the functions 1 and 3, I believe, into global LFOs and global functions. So by doing that, then if you go back to your LFO page, for instance, we can see now that where you would say LFO2, it says GLFO2. And what it means is that that LFO is now global across the various layers. So I don't have to configure 3 sets of LFOs. I can just, across my layers, say I'm going to use the LFO2 and apply it. And that way I can have same vibrato. Here I set it to triangle, for instance, and that will apply across all my layers. And that's it for today. Happy programming.